Up next on Line TV, we have JD with the story about all the Easter drama.
And me, Emily Tyler, with your weather updates. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Hey Cersei, Marley Price here.
And Connor Love. Let's knock out these announcements.
Any 9th to 11th grade boy or girl that would like to sign up and try out for the high school wrestling team should email Coach Evans at evansj@cerseischools.org. Tryouts will be at the high school in the wrestling room on May 2nd for girls and May 3rd for boys from 4 to 6 p.m.
All students should have their pre-registration forms turned into the Guidance Center. Any student who does not have their pre-registration forms turned in should do so ASAP.
Seniors wanting to purchase a DVD copy of graduation, please get a DVD order form from either office and turn in by May 11th. DVDs will be $20.
Boys and girls soccer tryouts will be held May 23rd to the 24th from 3:30 to 4:30 at Lion Stadium. You must have a current physical to try out, so bring your cleats and shin guards. How did your Easter go a few weeks ago, Marley?
It went well. We actually have JD here with a story about Easter.
Can't wait another second.
The Easter holiday means different things to everyone, but for Cersei First Assembly of God Church, it's an opportunity to put on a powerful play. The behind-the-scenes process highlights how important this holiday is for Cersei First.
The Easter drama is a play that my church, Cersei First Assembly, puts on that basically shows the life of Jesus.
The Easter drama, we start actually in the very beginning at creation with Adam and Eve, and then go all the way up through man's attempt to connect to God. And then we start with Palm Sunday and go all the way through what we call Passion Week, to where Jesus is, he comes into the temple, he performs miracles, and then actually crucified. And we show him resurrected, and we actually even have an ascension. We take him up through the roof.
But a show like this doesn't happen overnight. The final product requires a lot more time and effort.
It takes a lot of work. It takes time to make the sets and to get it all set up and brought out of storage. And then we have to sometimes revise the script so we can have different scenes each year.
We have some that work on it year-round. We've got people that work on costumes. So it's really a lot of work, and then we do the set. We spend a lot of hours on the set getting it ready.
With so many volunteers, you may wonder, why do they enjoy it?
I just love hanging out with my church, like my youth group, and especially like our Friday night practice when we stay until midnight to practice. That's just so much fun.
Every year at the end of it, we have people, we stand outside and shake hands as people leave, and I just love it when people say something like, I've never seen the story any clearer than what I see it now.
As you can see, a lot of hard work goes into reaching people through this compelling drama. We hope you were able to make it this year, and if not, make sure to head back out next Easter. Back to the news desk.
So good, JD.
You can say that again. Now let's see what's crack-a-lackin' in the real world.
An Oklahoma man named Andrew Scott Pearson was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison Wednesday for conspiring to smuggle guns through Arkansas to Mexican drug cartels. In a statement, federal prosecutors said that Pearson was sentenced in Little Rock for his November 9th guilty plea.
On Thursday, Moderna asked U.S. regulators to authorize low doses of its COVID-19 vaccine for children younger than 6. As of now, only children ages 5 or older can be vaccinated in the U.S. using rival Pfizer's vaccine, leaving 18 million younger children unvaccinated. Yet it is not clear how many parents intend to vaccinate the youngest kids. Less than a third of children ages 5 to 11 have had 2 vaccines, and 58% of those ages 12 to 17.
After Russian forces withdrew from occupied areas around Kyiv in early April, they left behind scenes of horror and traumatized communities. But in Kherson, a large city with a major shipbuilding industry, the occupying forces have taken a different track. During the first weeks of the occupation, thousands of protesters gathered daily on Kherson's main square, draped in Ukrainian flags and holding signs proclaiming, "This is Ukraine." Videos on social media showed people screaming at Russian tanks and heavily armed soldiers. The protests are now held weekly. On Wednesday, Russian troops used tear gas and stun grenades to disperse the protesters.
I am enjoying every bit of the spring weather.
Now don't jinx us now. Let's throw it over to Emily and find out this week's weather.
Hey Cersei, today we're going to have a high of 83. It's going to be partly cloudy with an 8% chance of rain. Your winds are going south 15 miles per hour and your humidity is at 52%. Your sun rose at 6:17 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight we're going to have a low of 65. It's going to be partly cloudy with a 15% chance of rain. Your winds are going south 15 miles per hour and your humidity is at 62%. Your sun will set at 7:51 p.m. Now to the almanac. Your last 7 days' temperatures had a high of 84 and a low of 41. Your monthly average of precipitation was 5.42 inches, and your month-to-date was 6.97 inches. On to the 5-day forecast. Saturday, we're going to have scattered thunderstorms with a high of 78 and a low of 59. Sunday will be partly cloudy with 81 as your high, 61 as your low, and a 12% chance of rain. Monday is going to be scattered thunderstorms again with 76 as your high, 64 as your low, and a 46% chance of rain. Tuesday, we're going to have scattered thunderstorms once again with 76 as your high, 63 as your low, and a 37% chance of rain. And Wednesday, we're going to have isolated thunderstorm with 78 as your high, 64 as your low, and a 34% chance of rain. We're going to have a stormy first week of May. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Emily. We can't have the best skies all the time.
Right?
All this chit-chat, I want to know what's for lunch.
I agree. How about you tell us, Marley?
Today for lunch, we'll be having corn dog, nacho cheese Doritos, seasoned green beans, Granny Smith apples, caramel dip, bunny grahams, and a milk variety.
Sounds too good.
Sure does. Now, let's take a blast from the past and get our sports updates from a 2020 Lion TV grad, Tristan Siebert. Let's hear it.
What's up, Cersei High School? It's your boy Tree Dog. Let's get into some sports. In local sports, the Cersei Lions baseball team had a doubleheader against the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. They'd win the first game 11-7 and lose the second one 5-16, splitting the doubleheader to one piece. The next game will be Monday when they take on the Jonesboro Hurricanes here at the high school. The Cersei Lions softball team also had a doubleheader against the Greene County Tech where they lost both games with the score of 1-11 and 1-16. Their next games will also be Monday where they take on the Hurricanes at the high school. Both the boys and the girls soccer teams had a game on Tuesday where they took on the Marion Patriots here in Cersei. The boys would complete a shutout against the Patriots, winning 2-0, with the girls doing the same, with a huge blowout beating Marion 8-0. The next games will be Monday when they travel to Parago to take on the Rams, so wish them best of luck and hopefully they take home the dub. Let's go, baby. In national sports, some controversy struck this weekend in the game between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals at the Busch Stadium when a fight struck between both sides. It would all start when a relief pitcher for the Mets, Juan Lopez, threw a high inside fastball, what looks like to be on a purpose towards star third baseman St. Louis Nolan Arenado. Arenado shortly after the pitch would start to yell and head towards Lopez, where the brawl would then start, both of the bench's teams clearing. There were only two people ejected from the game, being Arenado from him starting the fight and the first base coach for the Cardinals, Stubby Clapp, due to the slamming of the first baseman for the Mets, Pete Alonso, to the ground during the fight. His reasoning behind slamming Alonso was to protect his own player and prevent him from getting hurt in any way possible. Both sides of the game still look pretty heated at each other at the moment. It will be an interesting series between the two when St. Louis travels up to the Queens to take on the Mets again in May. In NBA, the playoffs are still continuing with three or more teams confirming their spots in the second round, being the Golden State Warriors with their 102-98 win against the Denver Nuggets, and the Milwaukee Bucks after the wins against the Bulls 116-110. And then at last, the Miami Heat after their win against Atlanta Seahawks at 97-94. The only series left in the first round include the Memphis Grizzlies against the Timberwolves, the Utah Jazz against the Dallas Mavericks, and the Toronto Raptors against the 76ers. These series look like to be a very exciting one. Let's hope that the Golden State Warriors win. Let's go, baby! Alright, well, Cersei, that's all the sport updates I got for you today.
Thanks, Tree Dog. Don't miss us too much. Today's episode is coming to an end, but make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Marley Price.
I am Connor Love, and we will see you next week, Cersei.